Hello guys and welcome back. I'm not a bear anymore, now I'm a shark. Lot less hot of a costume. That's pretty much the only reason why. It's a lot less hot. That bear costume, it's really thick. It's like a pimp coat. It's heavy. Whew. Anyway, getting back into game 2 of week 3, we've got Vengeance versus the Freelance 5. So, not much point in hanging around here and just looking at me in a shark costume. So let's go ahead and get into the next game. Alright, and really quickly going to change this matchup to reflect who is actually playing. I really like the name Freelance 5, particularly because it kind of like works two ways. I don't know, Oklahoma being a state with tons of tornadoes, F5 being the category of tornadoes. Sorry. Whew. Getting my headset on. I like the acronyms that go both ways. Kind of like Oklahoma Gold Rush and like being the ogres, stuff like that. Those are fun. I like those. I wish my team had something like that. Anyway, seeing a 5-man invade here out of Vengeance, hanging out right by the red buff. I'll go through it real quick. Oklahoman 10 on Kinnan, top laner for the Freelance 5. In the jungle, Karadin on a Mumu. In the mid lane, Mickey00 on Twisted Fate. In the bot lane, Shredder B and SRG Doughboy on Caitlyn and a unique support pick, Volibear. Over on the side of Vengeance, we've got Singularity 1 in the top lane on Darius. Gank City in the jungle on Olaf. Adramtor in the mid lane on Fizz. And Acebin and Chicken Chaser in the bot lane. Looks like Shredder B's going to walk right into this. He's going to flash over, but here comes Adramtor. Burns the heal, but gets ignited as well. Gonna go down. Some summoners burned on his part, and still goes down for first blood. Adramtor going to be able to pick up a second Doran's Ring. Pretty deadly when a mid laner gets first blood. Gets to pick up that second Doran's Ring. A lot of value for that first blood gold. But yeah, Chicken Chaser and Acebin in the bot lane for Vengeance. Jin for Chicken Chaser and Nami for Acebin. Oops. Scott, yeah, I will schedule with you later after the game. And we'll get settled. SRD Doughboy going to take a lot of damage, getting level 1 ganked by Gank City, burning that ghost. Going to take a lot of damage and have his passive burned. Very cheeky out of Gank City. Flash and Exhaust going down as well. No summoners whatsoever in the bot lane. Sorry, had to answer a question real quickly. Alright, back to the game. So we saw First Blood go over in favor of Adramtor. Gonna get a Doran's Blade and get that snowball going. Singularity and Oklahoman trading a little bit, but Oklahoman pretty pushed up. Probably pretty confident that Gank City will not be top anytime soon after his gank bot lane. Shredder B getting really close there. Doesn't need to be that close, but they're gonna put a lot of damage down on Chicken Chaser. SRG Doughboy, though, gonna go down. No, oh, the heal keeps him alive. A lot of fighting going on in the bot lane. Not having their summoners really killed them there. Literally and figuratively. For the Freelance 5, losing those summoners from that first blood play at level 1 and that early gank from Olaf. So those early plays coming in. Ooh, Singularity getting harassed quite a bit by Oklahoma 10 on this Kinnan. Kinnan supposedly a pretty good matchup into Darius because you can abuse this range. Oh, a W would be the death of Singularity right now. He's probably looking for the kill, but probably not going to get it. Singularity backing. Same with Oklahoma 10. Both of them backing. Adramtor getting aggressive onto Mickey, who's pretty pushed up. The cards go wide. Not going to get that damage down. He's really low. He probably needs to back. Adramtor is going to have that ignite up soon and be able to pick up the kill. Oh, to whatever you were referring to when you said switch names, let me know, and I can make the change, whatever it might be. Speaking of switching names, let me change the title of the broadcast to reflect that it is now week 3. Whoops. There we go. Alright, the first dragon to spawn is the Cloud Drake, so we might not see a whole lot of contention over that one for a little bit. Mountain Drake and Infernal being usually the ones people put a little bit more emphasis on. Sorry, your "will you call me daddy" comment was when I was changing and preparing the stream. I will probably not call you daddy. Just throwing that out there. It's probably a no-go. Alright, Gank City pretty close to the mid lane right now, and Mickey being a pretty immobile mid laner, he doesn't have Ghost. He did take Teleport instead, so he's going to be very vulnerable to ganks. Singularity trying to get some harass down into this Darius, and here comes Gank City, has to burn the flash. It is very good to take Ghost on mid laners for that reason right there. You will probably get ganked quite a bit if you don't take it, because burning that flash means you're going to be an easy target later on. Teleport isn't bad, but you should probably try and take it on mid laners that are a little bit less gankable. Oklahoma 10 trying to get aggressive onto Singularity, but he takes another Q. That trade goes south. That's the thing about Darius against these ranged matchups. You have to dodge the Q or you're losing your range advantage. Adramtor going to land that ult. He has Ignite up. He puts down a lot of damage onto Mickey. The damage is coming through. Mickey's going to try to dodge that E, but he's not going to be able to get away from it. He walked backwards a little bit accidentally there, trying to click on Adramtor to stun him. Adramtor probably going to get taken out here, though, by Caradin, potentially. But here comes Gank City, pops that Ghost. Caradin's the one in trouble now. Caradin's going to have to flash away. Adramtor, not scared in the slightest. Knew he just had to stall out for his jungler to get there. In the top lane, Singularity getting harassed a bit more. Has a pretty big... Oh, Oklahoma 10 going in now that Singularity has missed his heal. Oklahoma 10 going to try to get some damage off. He pops that ultimate. Singularity flashes away, but he's still in range. He's going to get taken out. SRG Doughboy trying to get aggressive in the bot lane, but he's not going to get it. He does have that passive up, I believe. Yes, I'm pretty sure he has the passive up. Going aggressive would not be the worst of ideas. If they see him get low and they try to keep fighting, he might be able to get them to underestimate the healing, and they might be able to take the better half of a trade. But Gank City's coming towards the bot lane. They put a bit pink ward in that bush, so he knows they're there. His Ghost is still down after his ganks mid lane, however. We'll see. Cheering for pink ward's probably going to get pretty old. If nothing else is going on, perhaps. Taking a lot of damage. Gank City's here as well. A little bit late. Mickey, level 6, roaming down here. He's standing in a bush that he knows is safe. He might be looking for some sort of gank. The ward's going to go down, and he's just out of range. He's going to get the stun on the Chicken Chaser. He throws down the bubble. They don't chase any farther than that. Mickey's going to have to head mid lane to hold this tower against Adramtor. Adramtor puts down a ward. He's maybe looking for a kill onto Mickey. He might find it. Gets the ult off. That's a ton of damage. The Fizz Snowball is in effect. Has 3 of his team's 4 kills. SRG Doughboy gets flashed away from Caradin, trying to counter jungle, but he's very low. Olaf is gonna find him. Maybe not. Caradin's trying to escape from the Olaf. He pings for Singularity to come up. He's trying to get Singularity's help. Caradin's in trouble. He walked that way. He should have gone back down in the jungle. He ults Singularity. He's going to cover a little bit of distance, but Adramtor's here, and that's not good. Adramtor's going to pick up yet another kill. 4-0-0 for Adramtor. 23 CS in the lead. Yeah, that is a fed Fizz. That's something that they're really going to have to try and deal with on the side of the Freelance 5. Caradin got a little bit too low in the jungle there. Had he routed out of that jungle a little bit better, he probably would have gotten out without getting spotted, but didn't quite make it out. Gets taken out in the end and loses the red buff that he had just counter jungled. In the bot lane, SRG Doughboy still pretty low. The Volibear pick not working out super well. He might go down here. Looks like he's going to go down to A-Spin. Chicken Chaser going to be trying to pick up Shredder with the ultimate, but Shredder flash and jukes are going to keep him alive. Nami's looking to dive him, though, because this Shredder Caitlyn is way out of mana. They're definitely looking for the kill. There goes the 4th shot. Pretty big damage. Aceman tanks the tower shot. Carradin's here to try and help out, though. He doesn't have his ultimate after that earlier fight when he tried to escape. He's going to put some damage down on the Chicken Chaser, but will he get it? Shredderbee uses his mana on a cube, but it doesn't land. Doesn't come around the wall quick enough either. Carradin gets exhausted. He's trying to stick onto Chicken Chaser. He's going to have to start backing away. Adjumtor is going to pick up yet another kill on Mickey here with the help of Gank City. That red buff and his dot going to be a lot of damage after the burst. Oklahoma 10 trying to get aggressive on Singularity here. He's going to ult. He's putting down a lot of damage. The Q's going to come through, though. Give Singularity a little bit of health. Singularity is really low. Stunned once again. Oklahoma 10 going to have to flash away, but he's going right back in. He doesn't have his W up. He can't get the kill quite yet. He presses W, but out of range of Oklahoma 10. Barely doesn't pick up the kill. Yeah, you don't have to be in range of the champion to get it. If you could press W, you can still just press it on just the minions. Oof. Carrot a little bit low at a red buff once again. Not going to get found out by Olaf this time. Going to back away without a problem. Alright, 1 dragon over on the side of Vengeance and 3k gold lead in kills and CS alone. No towers taken yet this game. SOG Doughboy and Shredderbee picking up some CS, pushing out the wave a little bit slowly. Gank City clearing his own jungle. This Fizz is going to be quite the problem for the Freelance 5 to deal with. Picked up that first blood and started snowballing off of this Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate doesn't have Ghost. It makes him a pretty easy target for kills out of an assassin like Fizz. Yeah, the assassin rework not being in effect yet. It'll be interesting to see what people in the OKLCS will play during the preseason, because a lot of the pro play and stuff does not go on during the preseason because things are so shaky. But we're just a little local Oklahoman tournament. We play no matter what's going on. So it's going to be weird to see some really competitive games happening when the meta is so in flux. A lot of people are very meta slave-y. Not that that's a bad thing. The meta is definitely a good way to go. Those things are all... Whenever someone plays something that's meta, it's something that's very proven. But they won't have that comfort there when they're trying to decide on what champions to play after a lot of the changes that are happening in this preseason to the assassins and to just other mini reworks across the board. I know that Alistar is getting a mini rework. If you haven't looked into that, you should check it out. It's actually a pretty cool mini rework. Here comes the Twisted Fate ult, spots them out, but there's not really a good place for him to come in. He comes in behind the team. Gank City almost goes down. He does. Mickey picks up the kill, but Carradin's going to go down to Adjumtor and Singularity. In the bot lane, SRG Doughboy went aggressive when Nami was off warding. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up Chicken Chaser. No, a nice flash out of Aceman is going to help save him. Chicken Chaser hits the W, but there's no damage onto Doughboy, so there is no root, but a stun lands. Doughboy going to flip Aceman over his shoulder. They're going to try to pick him up. Doughboy flashing, almost getting the kill onto Aceman. Shredderbee's going to pick it up with that Q. Doughboy's regenning as fast as he can. He's going to get out of there. They almost pick up Chicken Chaser. They do pick up Aceman. Chicken Chaser's low. He does have his flash, but no heal. On the top lane, Oklahoman pretty low right now and does not have vision of the river. Might be a decent gank target for Gank City. Mickey's teleporting up to the mid lane. Gonna hold this tower against Adjumtor. Oklahoma 10 putting a little bit... Oh, Singularity gets a nice pull on Oklahoma 10. Gets a little bit too close. Oklahoma 10 gets the stun off, but he might go down. Carradin's here. He's going to hit that stun on the Singularity. Singularity tries to hit that Q onto Oklahoma 10. Oklahoma 10 does not want to go back in. He knows that this Darius is going to be able to do a lot of damage if he tries. 14 minutes into the game, and we see a almost 3k gold lead in favor of Vengeance. No towers taken yet. Tower First Blood still an objective on the map, but 1 dragon over. The Fizz has gotten himself up to being 6-0-0 with almost the most CS in the game, second only to Chicken Chaser's Jhin. He's a huge threat for the members of Freelance 5 right now. That exhaust is going to have to be saved for him, and Mickey and Kinnan are definitely going to need to pick up some Zanyas if they're going to hold out against that ultimate and burst. Should we going to back out of this lane, and this could be an opportunity. Wow, that's a ton of damage. Adjumtor making it look easy to pick up these kills. Damn. In the bot lane, Keratin's coming down. They don't have vision of him. They know that Caitlyn isn't here, but Volibear and Amumu might be enough to take them down. Keratin doesn't hit the stun, but Chicken Chaser gets flipped over. He flashes over the wall. Oklahoma 10 is fighting behind his own tower. Looks like they're just going to settle to get A-Spin up in the top lane. Oklahoma 10 doing his best to try and hold out here. Singularity going really low to the turret. Back to the bot lane. Chicken Chaser's going to get taken out. He might pick up Keratin with Deathfire Touch. It looks like he doesn't, but here comes Adjumtor and A-Spin trying to pick up the kills. Doesn't make the jump over the wall. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Oklahoma 10 with a really nice outplay picks up the kill on Singularity and doesn't go down to Gank City. In fact, he flashes forward. He's going to try to pick up Gank City. Can he do it, though? One last auto is all that's necessary. W comes off. He picks up the kill. That's 2 kills for none in the top lane. But down here in the bot lane, Adjumtor is doing a ton of damage. Just kills Caitlyn without using the E or ultimate basically at all, just with the help of the Nami's W. Adjumtor, a huge problem. Singularity teleports back up to the top lane. Oklahoma 10 trying to get out of here. Misses the Q, so he's not going to land the stun. He's going to go down to the bleed. No, he's not. He's just going to get one last Q and go down to Singularity. A lot of constant fighting going on all over the map. But in the end, there's a pretty hefty gold lead on the side of Vengeance. By the way, I've had this shark costume for a while. I don't have many shark puns, though, so if anybody can think of any shark puns and put them in the chat for me, it'd be very helpful. I would appreciate it. First tower goes down. He's going to pick up that top tower for first tower blood. That's a lot of gold to pick that up. 525 local gold. As far as the OKLCS goes, everything during the regular season happens online. Team captains schedule games with each other. Keratin tries to get in there and steal that dragon, but Keratin is a little bit too late, and Gank City's going to smite and take it away. Adjumtor's trying to aggress onto them. Chicken Chaser starts ulting. Doughboy goes down almost instantly. Chicken Chaser's ultimate gets interrupted by Mickey, but he's probably going to go down. Adjumtor's damage is just insane. Picks up Caitlyn as well. Mickey's trying to kite out of here. Going to try to put a little bit of damage down onto Chicken Chaser, but he's going to get picked off. Adjumtor's going to chase away Keratin, and that's 3 for none after they try to engage after that Infernal Dragon fight. The Infernal Dragon did go over to Vengeance, and the next dragon spawning is another Infernal Dragon. That is just going to amplify Adjumtor's damage so much. 11-0-0 right now. Only second in CS to Chicken Chaser by about 6 or 7. So very, very fed. Went first item Rabadons. I mean, he's very fed. It kind of doesn't matter what you do. But that said, just for the sake of really trying to win a game, if you're gonna first buy a big ticket AP item, probably should pick up a Ludens. Rabadon's passive and gold, a lot of its gold effectiveness is tied up in that passive that it has that increases your AP by X%. Meanwhile, while I'm talking about that, an excellent ultimate out of Oklahoma 10 and the damage from Keratin. They're going to be able to pick up Adjumtor and Singularity because they tried to hang around and take that tower. Going to get taken out. But anyway, probably should have gone Ludens into Rabadons, into Lichbane. Not a bad route, but going the Rabadons first, a little bit waste of a gold. He could be snowballing harder. See? Those are good puns. I appreciate that. Chummy. Chummy particularly. That's really good. I like that. After those 2 kills, they're going to try to take down this mid lane tower, and it looks like they're going to succeed before backing off. Rift Herald's going to be going down soon. Baird's going to be up. Adjumtor's damage is so significant, he can probably contribute towards melting down Baron pretty fast. But yeah, everybody in this is playing from, well, they can play from wherever they want, wherever they have a good internet connection, that is. They get in comms, they play as 5, they compete against another team in tournament draft custom games, and the results are reported over the weekend after we stream the games. It's all kept track of on our website. Honestly, just let me know if you guys have any comments or questions on the OKLCS. Anything we could do better, anything that you have wondered about or have noticed. Whatever is fine. Everything's fair game. I'll try to answer your questions best I can. A lot of our posts that we make are in the OKLCS/GetWrecked Facebook group or in the Discord server. The Discord server is open to everybody, but there's a lot of channels in it that are only accessible via the captains of the teams. That's for reporting when games have been scheduled or when a substitution is required and things like that, or announcements that are just for captains. Anyway, I digress. I won't talk about the OKLCS unless people have questions. I'll try to avoid it anyway. Adjumtor trying to pick up a kill on Oklahoma 10. It looks like he's going to get it. Almost a one-shot. The ultimate and the E alone taking out almost the entirety of his health bar right there. Adjumtor 12, 1, and 0. Assassins being as snowbally as they are changing up excuse me, changing up his kit quite a bit, trying to make Assassins less snowbally during the Assassin rework. The Fizz changes are pretty neat. The ultimate damage will ramp up with how far it travels and does not increase Fizz's damage to the target anymore, I believe. And his passive also no longer will increase, his W passive will no longer increase the damage, increase its damage dealt based on missing health. Gag City just going to pop the ultimate, try to get out of there. Chicken Chaser not so lucky, going to get hit by Carradine. SRG Doughboy flashes forward and throws him back, and he gets taken out. Yeah, the way the scheduling works, Adjumtor's damage is insane. Gonna pick up that kill, probably this one as well. Takes out 2, gets a double kill. Aceman gonna throw down the ult, try to pick up a double kill, or try to pick up Mickey. Mickey's gonna flash away, but he's still gonna go down here. Tries to get the gold card off, a little bit of damage, but it's not enough. He's not nearly as fed as this Fizz. Goes down as well. Yeah, the way the scheduling works is every week you play a best of 3 against another team in your division, and at the end, the top 4 teams, or maybe top 6 teams, it depends on which venue we get, but the top 4, maybe 6 teams will play in a playoff bracket to see who wins. And we have cash prizes based on the entry fees we receive, and we're also Riot sponsored, so the top 4 teams will all receive RP, courtesy of Riot, I suppose. And every participant, since there are 8 teams per division, actually will receive an IP boost. I don't know how valuable that is to certain players, but everybody gets an IP boost. Alright. Vengeance picks up that tower, gonna pick up this Infernal Dragon as well. Adjumtor gonna pick up yet another kill. Oklahoma 10 wanders a little bit too close, and Adjumtor just throws the shark over and picks him off. Adjumtor still doing a ton of damage. He's going to try to take down Carradine as well. SRG Doughboy throws him over his shoulder to try and help stall. And Jin ult coming through. The Frost Queen's Claim going to slow them up. Sure to be flashes to get out of the Jin ult range. We've climbed up to an 11k gold lead about on the side of Vengeance. Singularity trying to pick off Mickey. Mickey can get the stun off. Probably walk out of here. Nope. Singularity flashes forward and picks him off. Adjumtor going to take out this inhib. Chicken Chaser trying to zone a little bit, but he's going to have to back away from Oklahoma 10. Oklahoma 10, despite his team being behind, is pretty ahead in his own right. 133 CS, 5-4-1. Pretty good chunk of gold. That's another tower going down, really making use of their lead in this Baron buff. Like we talked about in the last game, Pizza Lord's Rebirth really should have tried to go for the Baron buff sooner and push their advantage hard. Vengeance is doing that. They are shoving in these waves, they're zoning them off the tower with their gold lead, and they're picking up quite a bit of objectives for it. Karadin ults because he doesn't have vision, but Adjumtor is out of there with that troll pull too quickly. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult for Freelance 5 to come back from the massive amount of objectives they got taken after that Baron buff. Karadin going to take away his own blue buff. They're going to try to regroup here, see if they can get a good team fight. Between the Amumu ults and the Cannon ult, they can still win a fight. If they can lock up Adjumtor and Chicken Chaser long enough and take them out, they can still try to take down a fight. But Vengeance might not give them that chance. 9-23, 1 tower to 6, 0 dragons to 3. It's not looking good. Oklahoma 10 tries to make it engage, backs off very quickly, good response time. They threw out an ultimate or two trying to counter that engage, so that's Fizz ult down for a little bit. Maybe they can try to make something happen now that he doesn't have that ultimate available. Well, normally there are 2 casters, and it is nice to have 2 casters, but it's 8 hours of streaming a week, and that's pretty hard to do. We don't... Most of the... I think it's about 80% of the entry fee goes towards... It might be more than that. Goes towards the pot. Aceman's ultimate goes the wrong way a little bit. They're going to try to fight under this tower. Gang City's going to go down as well. Chicken Chaser steps on a trap. He almost gets taken down, but he gets saved by the heals. Adjumtor goes in a little too deep, trying to pick up a kill. He might get taken out here. He's going to E away to get rid of that Caitlyn ult, and he's going to be able to walk out of here. He might turn back onto Karadin. I'm not sure. The Ignite comes down. Karadin may go down. Azania saves him from Caitlyn ult once again. He comes back in onto Shredderbee. Does not get the kill, though. Oh, wow, Shredderbee almost died to that passive. Anyway, there is a second caster. Usually, it's Agent A2, but because shoutcasting 8 games a week is a pretty big time commitment, I take the gold capped and he takes diamond capped usually. Sometimes we shoutcast together, sometimes we don't. We have started to maybe look into some local volunteers who want to shoutcast just to hang out, but not many people want to come and chill for 3-4 hours to do the shoutcasting. But we'll see. We're working on it. We're always trying to grow and improve things and do our best to make it fun for everybody. Anyway, I digress. Back to the game. Karadin going to try and pick up this minion wave. They know that Baron buff is going over to Vengeance as soon as it comes up, so they need to try to clear these waves now as fast as they can. Baron buff about to spawn. Wow, Adjumtor basically one-shotting anything he gets near. He has a Zanya's, another needlessly large rod, Lichbane's, Rabadon's, a lot of damage. 16, 2, and 4 this game. They've already started on the Baron. They have absolute vision control around that jungle in that area. Down it goes. Freelance 5 just trying to clear waves as fast as possible. Trying to keep the Baron buff minion waves delayed as much as they can. In the bot lane, Shredder B is trying to clear some waves. That inhib just came up, so they might have a fighting chance to hold some of this base. In the top lane, though, they have a super minion wave that's pretty large, that's built up. They need to hold that, but they're torn between holding that and trying to hold this mid tower. Gank City's just going to walk up and tank it. It's already below half health. Chicken Chaser, that fourth shot going to come through. They're going to take it down. Inhib's open. Singularity's coming in the bot lane with Baron buffed minions to try and take out that inhibitor. They're going to zone them off of the mid lane, but Vengeance is going to pick up the bot lane inhibitor. Slowly, I guess, but they're going to do it. Looks like they're going to pick up the mid one as well. This game was looking like it's going to be over. A 14, almost a 16k gold lead basically for Vengeance right now. They're going to try and hold out as long as they can. Oklahoma 10 flashes and ults trying to take out Chicken Chaser. Gank City ults, he's going to try to help kite away. Chicken Chaser flashes back, uses his ultimate. Carrot and SOG Doughboy are over onto Adjumtor. They almost take him out, but the damage is too great. He has a lot of stall time with the Troll Pole and the Zanyas. He flashes away. He gets healed by Aceman as well. Meanwhile, Singularity picks up a triple kill almost by himself, and that's all the members of Freelance 5 down. That's gonna be the game for Vengeance. This game was in a series of best of 3 series as well. Both of the games were wins for Vengeance, another 2-0. I'm fairly certain that most of the games in Gold Cap thus far have been 2-0s. I don't know if it comes down to players having off games that day or what, but a lot of these games seem to go that way. Tilt is something you definitely need to try your best to overcome in a lot of these best of 3 situations. Last season we did do best of 1, but here, I might as well go ahead and turn on the face cam since I'm just chatting about things. You don't need to look at the victory screen. Hello, everybody. But yeah, last season we did best of 1, so a lot of those games could go one way or the other, but this season, it seems to be once you lose one game, you lose some confidence. People get tilted a little bit, and they don't perform very well in their second game, it seems like. We try to stream the games that are usually the better game of the two, but they usually tend to be the first game. I'm not sure why. Probably because of the tilt thing. But anyway, we'll be back after another 5-minute break or so. And the next game is, as you can see here, Juberminch versus Furious Tomato Dragons. Normally there's 4 games. This week there is only 3 because of a forfeit. There was a forfeit in both of divisions. Scheduling proved to be too difficult for some of the players, and they forfeited. Sometimes that's a problem for some of these teams. You really have to try and start scheduling early in the week if you're playing, because you don't want that to happen to your team. You want to have lots of subs that you can trust available as well. A lot of it's about communication, and that's like half the battle for the OK LCS, is like getting your things scheduled and doing things on time. The other half then being playing the games. Anyway, we'll take a short break, and then we'll be back with Juberminch versus Furious Tomato Dragons.